Welcome to this angelprint.com tutorial. In it, you'll learn how to configure your documents for printing using Adobe Acrobat. Preparing a job for professional printing used to be difficult. There were all sorts of things involved: typesetting, negatives, plates, color separations, and a lot of other things. But that's all changed, and angelprint.com can do top quality work from an Adobe Acrobat file that you create. It's fast, efficient, and a real money saver for you. You create your stationery, flyer, brochure, anything, even a book in your own software like Adobe InDesign, Quark Express, or even Microsoft Publisher. You select the font you like and include the images that you want. Once everything is just right, you use Adobe Acrobat to convert your project into a document that we can use to do your quality printing. The conversion process is easy. You need to verify certain Acrobat settings before you do the conversion, and we'll walk you through the steps. Step 1. To start the conversion process, be sure to review your document carefully. Have several people proofread your documents. Check the resolution of any images you've used. They must be at least 300 dpi, or you probably won't get the quality you hope for. Check your fonts. Sometimes people try to incorporate many different fonts into their design. Best design practice suggests that you should limit the number of fonts to just 2 or 3. Make sure you have proper margins around the outer perimeter of your document. You need at least 3/8 of an inch margin, top, bottom, and sides. It's always best to have nice wide margins between columns of text. Once you're sure your document is just right, you're ready to convert it into a press-ready Acrobat file, and you need to verify that you're using the settings for professional printing. Let's step through the process. First, make sure you are using Acrobat version 5 or above. In our example here, we're using version 8, but the menus are similar in all later versions and in PC and Mac editions. Acrobat is a choice in the print menu of your application. You may be tempted to just print the PDF document with its standard settings, but wait, you need to check specific settings first to enhance quality. To check settings, go to File, Print, and select Adobe Acrobat. Click on the Properties button for Adobe Acrobat. It may be in a slightly different location depending on the type of design program you're using. I'm changing the settings in Acrobat itself. The Document Properties screen appears and we are on the Layout tab. If you are converting a letterhead, it's likely that you'll want to leave the radio button at Portrait. If your original document is a brochure, for example, you'll want to click on the Landscape radio button. Now click on the Paper Quality tab. If your project is black ink only, click on the Black and White radio button. If you have any color at all, click on the Color radio button. No other changes are needed on this tab. Click on the Adobe PDF Settings tab. When you view this tab, most have Standard as their default setting. This is fine for everyday use, but for quality printing, we need to change some things. Before we change standard settings, let's look at some of the other items on this page. Check all the boxes at the bottom except Rely on System Fonts. We want to uncheck that. Now click on the Edit button opposite the standard settings. The Adobe Acrobat PDF option screen appears. First, we go to the General Menu option. We want to change compatibility to Acrobat 5.0, also called PDF 1.4 or higher. Tags only are okay. Auto rotate off. Binding should be set at left. Change the resolution to 2400. All pages is good. Uncheck embedded thumbnails. Uncheck optimize for fast web view. Now let's take a look at the images menu option. Color image downsample image size, input 350 if larger than 450 dpi. Compression, automatic. Image quality, maximum. Same settings for grayscale images. For the monochrome set, we want 1200 and 1800 dpi. Keep the group for compression and leave anti-alias off. Let's take a look at the fonts menu. Your project may not print properly on another computer unless you embed your fonts in your PDF. Here's how to do it. Rather than embed all fonts, you want to select just the ones you've used in your project. Leave subset at 100%. If embedding fails, you want to cancel the job. Now pick the fonts in your project on the left by left-clicking your mouse on them and then click the Add button. You can select many fonts at the same time by holding down on the Control key as you select with your left mouse button on a PC. There's no need to exclude fonts with Never Embed, so you can just ignore that. Let's look at color settings. First, the settings file. You can leave that alone. Color management policy. Select Convert CMYK. Document rendering. Leave on Preserve. Working spaces, we want dot gain at 20%, and we can leave RGB at the sRGB setting and the CMYK to US web coded swap. Check the box that says Preserve CMYK values. Under Device Dependent Data, check the box that says Preserve under Color Removal. Go ahead and uncheck the Preserve Halftone Information box. Finally, we go to the Advanced menu. Check the following items on the Advanced menu, but then just leave the ones that I don't mention unchecked. Allow PostScript file to override PDF setting. Convert gradients to smooth shades. Preserve Level 2 copy page semantics. Preserve overprint settings. Overprinting default is non-zero. Save Adobe PDF settings inside PDF file. Save original JPEG images if possible. Document structuring conventions. Check all except log DSC warnings. You can leave that one blank. Some versions of Adobe Acrobat have a standards menu, but you can bypass that. The last step is an important one. Click Save As and type Angel Print. That way you won't need to repeat this process with future jobs. You can just select Angel Print from the Acrobat pull-down box and you're good to go. We come to step 3. Your file is now almost ready to send to angelprint.com. But before you do, be sure to view your completed file very carefully. Verify that you have embedded fonts properly. Check to make sure that all images appear as you expect. And of course, proofread again the text in your PDF file. All you have to do now is email your smaller PDF file to us or use our online service to upload it if it's a large file. Of course, you can always bring it in to the Angel Print office on a CD. We're always happy to meet you.